After spending a magical time at the Golden Bridge, we took our time enjoying the scenery and snapping photos before making our way to another beautiful destination, Le Jardin d'Amour. These were featured on my previous vlog in this playlist. I put it on the comment section. We headed toward the Kingdom of the Sun, a grand part of Banat Hills that features French-style architecture and castle-like buildings. On the way, we passed through an area called Water Bloom, which featured large, whimsical flower structures that gave the place a fantasy-like vibe. It was such a delight to the eyes and definitely another must-visit spot in Banat Hills. Before heading back to our hotel, we decided to check out some souvenir shops. One of the souvenir stops was actually inside the Brasserie Restaurant. At first, we were excited because the items looked elegant and unique. However, we realized that most of the souvenirs were quite expensive, definitely more costly than the ones we saw outside of Banat Hills. We didn't want to splurge too much, so we passed on buying from there and looked for other options. We started looking for a nice place to have dinner and came across the Brasserie Restaurant, known for its buffet. Brasserie offered a wide selection of dishes from different cuisines. The price was around 400,000 Vietnamese dons per person, which is approximately 850 Philippine pesos. It was a bit of a splurge, but we figured we deserved a hearty meal after all. It was our very first dinner in Vietnam. Upon entering the brasserie, we were greeted by friendly staff who guided us through the process. We paid for our meals using our credit cards and were given paper bracelets that allowed us to access the buffet area. The restaurant had a cozy yet upscale ambience with a European-style interior. It was spacious and comfortable, perfect for relaxing after a long day of walking and sightseeing. Now, let me tell you more about the buffet experience. It was honestly impressive. The variety of food available was more than we expected. There were freshly baked breads, Vietnamese spring rolls, grilled meats, steaming hot noodles, international dishes, and a wide assortment of seafood. The sushi bar caught our attention immediately, and so did the generous carving station with roasted meats and side dishes. There was also a rich dessert section offering cakes, pastries, and traditional Vietnamese sweets. Everything was presented beautifully and replenished frequently. The food was fresh, flavorful, and clearly prepared with quality in mind. I personally enjoyed the shrimp dishes and the beef stew, which had the perfect balance of spices. What stood out as well was the beverage corner. They had a selection of teas, juices, and my favorite Vietnamese coffee. It had that bold, aromatic flavor that Vietnam is known for, and it really hit the spot after dinner. The coffee alone made the buffet feel even more worth it. The service was excellent. The staff were attentive without being intrusive, and they made sure everything was running smoothly. Plates were cleared promptly, and they were always quick to offer assistance. The dining experience at Brasserie was not just about the food, it was about feeling relaxed, satisfied, and taken care of. Looking back, The buffet at Brasserie Restaurant truly felt like the perfect ending to a full day of adventure. From the majestic Golden Bridge to the peaceful gardens of Le Jardin d'Amour, the whimsical stops along the way, and finally the comforting feast at Brasserie, it all made our first day in Vietnam unforgettable. We left the restaurant with full stomachs and happy hearts, ready to head back to our hotel and rest for the next day's journey. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.